What's the crack, guys, and welcome back to some more Farming Simulator 22. The pallets of tomatoes are after spawning, thank God, because in the last episode I changed them from selling to storing. So they're storing away. Oh, there's another one after popping out. And I've done the same with the lettuce, so hopefully now that we have the flatbed trailer we'll be able to actually bring these ourselves and should get a few extra euros for them. If you bring them yourself, then rather than just selling them off, I think you get more money for bringing the actual pallets. And the silage is actually fully fermented, so we're going to take off that cover if it stops fucking raining, and sell all this. And then I also have 265,000 because I went and collected 5 more of those game cartridges that give you 50,000 each. I done it 2 episodes ago. I collected 5 and I bought the likes of these chickens and I bought the flatbed trailer. We went and actually bought the telehandler, the little electric telehandler. And I was looking at getting a bigger seeder because the one we have is the one you start with and it's only like 3 meters and it takes forever to sow those 2 fields over there. They're not massive fields, they're not small either, but it just takes like the last time I had to, I think it was the last episode or the episode before, I had to leave him go. I started him off at the start of the episode and I was recording for over an hour and he still hadn't finished the second field by then, so this pallet is stuck in the ground. I'm gonna have to dig that out. So yeah, he takes way too long, so I want a kind of big one, but the thing I had was the next size up was like 4 meters, which is grand. But the one after that was like 8 meters and you need like 250 horsepower. And we just don't have that horsepower with either of our tractors. So that's why I went and got those 5 game cartridges, because we're going to get rid of this tire. We got rid of the front loader and all the implements for its front loader in the last episode because we bought that telehandler. So I think it's time to get rid of this. It's only 120 horsepower or something, 130. I think, or is it even that? It could be less. But we're going to keep the Valtra. It's 190, so it's not too bad. We'll use that for like karting and moving around the likes on the road, and then I'm hopefully going to use whatever I buy with the bigger horsepower to use the likes of the sower and the cultivator and stuff like that. But since we're going to sell this, I'm going to bring it to the store, and I have 2 tractors in mind of what I want. I hope it stops raining. Doesn't rain all episode, but it is November. There's not much we can do in the winter. We can sell, or we can sell the silage. We can use our new telehandler to load that into the trailer with the bigger bucket, so hopefully it won't take us too long. And also we need to fertilize those wheat and barley fields if it stops raining. That's the plan for today's episode, and obviously buy a new tractor. If we have enough, we'll buy a seeder, but I think if we buy the tractor, we'll see how much money we have, how much we get for this tractor, and how much we get for the pit of silage. We might be able to buy a bigger seeder, hopefully. But I'm not holding my breath. We might have to get some more income, sell eggs and some lettuce and tomatoes when they're ready, and then hopefully that will be enough to get us a seeder. But anyway, 56,000 for this. I'll do that for 1,500, so yeah, I don't know if it's really worth repairing them before you sell them, but anyway, 57,891 for the Steyr, which wasn't a bad price. I was actually expecting a bit less, but that leaves us with 320. So tractors I had in mind were, I was going to buy the Landini, but you can't. Yeah, see, 225 horsepower. The one we have is 190, so I kind of want to go a bit more than 220. I was hoping 240. So, I think these 2 Masseys were pretty good, but I think for the same horsepower, with the engine swaps and all, this one gave us the better horsepower for, like, I think it was 8 grand less. I think for 207,000, we got 245, and then with this one to get the 245, or it might be I think it was 245. I think it was slightly dear. It's 212, and I'm nearly sure for that 240. It's 207. So there's 5 grand we saved if we do that. But then with the class, you see 200,000 for 235. I kinda wanted to get over at least 240. I know it's only 5 horsepower, but it depends on the sword that we buy, because some of them require 240. And those hills have a bit of a hill, so I kinda wanted to push over the 240 horsepower. So I think this Massey is going to be our one. I mean, we could... What's that one then? That's 280. I think that's a bit too much. 260 for 217,000. And then this one was... Again, it's 5 grand. But you get the 265 horsepower. That's a nice looking tractor too. We don't need a front loader. We could put wide wheels on it. They cost 2,000. It has the front linkage. I don't know. 200 and... I'm gonna have to have a bit of a think about this. 217. I think we should go with the cheap one. I don't see why we should buy the dearer tractor. Makes more sense that if we're getting the same horsepower, it makes more sense to save 5 grand. So again, we're going to put the wide wheels on it just because it's going to be doing a lot of field work. 260 horsepower for 219,000. So kind of like the Michelin tires. They're kind of fatter or something. They look nicer. So 219,000. That'll leave us with over 100,000 still. Plus, 103. So we still have to buy or sell the silage. So let's just have a look at some cedars. You see, these are all 3 meters in weight. That's 4. But it also requires 220 horsepower. We didn't have that up until now. This is 6. That's 300 horsepower. No point even looking. This is the one I was thinking. What's that one? That's a bit dear. They're a bit more expensive. How much is this? This one requires 110. But again, it's only 3 meters. So there's no point. The Pottinger Terrasem is the one I think I'm going to look at. 109,000. Does this cultivate? Oh, no previous cultivate necessary. Right, so we actually don't need a cultivator with this one. It's also 6 meters. It's double. Offers a possibility to seed directly. Wheat, barley, and or what's our own one do? Oh yeah, it does grass, sorghum, soybeans, canola, barley, or oats, barley, and wheat. So that wouldn't be a bad one to get. It's 109. Suppose we could sell the silage first. So we go back and sell the silage, and also we can obviously trade in our... Yeah, but here's our new tractor anyway. I'm being. I'm happy with this. We definitely needed that horsepower boost for some of the bigger implements, because that Steyr just wasn't doing it. It struggled pulling full trailers. It was struggling to even pull the... I can't pull the cultivator. The cultivator we have, I upgraded that at the very start of this series, so it couldn't even pull that because we got a bigger one. I have to use the Valtra for that. I know I got rid of the Massey that you start with. You start with the Steyr, the Massey, and the Valtra, but we got rid of the Massey because I had put the front loader on the Steyr, and we didn't obviously have the telehandler, so it made more sense. But anyway, this is the new tractor. Yeah, there's the cultivator. That's way too big for the Steyr. So, the fertilizer is good. The cedar. Anyway, yeah. We'll definitely be trading that in. So let's just get rid of some of this silage first. Just because it's the new tractor, I'm running after buying it today. I'm going to use it for the road. Just to pull the silage to the sell point. So, oh, it's such a nice tractor. I mean, it's our first tractor with beacons. None of the other ones had beacons. So, if we... there, turn off the engine. And get into our telehandler. Also, I'm interested to see how long the battery lasts on this compared to like the diesel, how long the diesel lasts in the tractors. Because I haven't had to refill anything yet, but it'd be interesting to see how much electricity this uses. I can't leave the pallet forks there because I won't need them. I do need to get the buckets. Yeah, this is max speed, 15 kilometers per hour. Very slow, so I don't like bringing it up the road because it's so slow. But yeah, I really did only buy it for doing stuff around the yard. The likes of this silage stuff, because the bucket on this is way bigger. I think it's more than twice what the bucket for the tractor is with the front loader. That holds 1,000. What does this hold? 2,600. Yeah, it's like 2.5 times the size. So hopefully, it won't take us too long. I need to extend that out because I can't clear it. Hopefully, it won't take us too long to empty the pit with this. I think we had more in the pit the last time too. So I'm just going to speed run this, and I will time lapse it, and I will see you when I'm done. Yeah, so as you've seen, that takes half the time to build that trailer as we did when we had just the front loader on the little stair tractor. Like I said, that was only 1,000 litres, and that holds 2,600, so that was definitely needed. It was also handy for the pallets. It's a very light little thing, because you can see the back wheel is lifting a bit when you lifted the bucket up. It is a very big bucket for that little small thing, I suppose, but it managed anyway, nonetheless. So we need to see where we're heading to sell our silage. I did look before I start recording. It was the previous day, and it was in October, and the price was about $4.30. So it has gone up in the livestock market to $5.60, which is pretty good. So we need to tag that place. I forget where the livestock market is. I think it's over. Yeah. So we need to go across the bridge, down there, across and up. And it's that little place where you buy the animals. So that's where we're going to be selling the silage. And yeah, let's get over and make some more money. Coming up onto the livestock market. This tractor is a beast. I'm so happy with it. It just flies along with the full trailer behind it. There's no struggling whatsoever. So let's see what we get with the full trailer load at €560 per 1,000 litres. $12,700. So there's 90. There's probably 3 full trailer loads to go. 22,500 litres at each trailer load, and there was like 90 something thousand. So, oh no, there'd be 20, 40. Be 4 full trailer loads. So talking 17. It's gonna be a nice income. We could be back up close to 200k after we sell all this. Not bad at all. Back at the farm. I was trying to take a thumbnail there, so I did speed up time a little bit to try and stop it raining, but it's still not stopping. It says in the weather that it's just going to be cloudy, like. So, I don't know. I will probably just skip into, if it gets too dark, I probably will just skip into the next day, which will be December. So, I mean, on all the lights here, I can do it once, put lights in. So yeah, I probably will move into December in this video, and hopefully if it stops raining, we should be able to fertilize those fields. And also, we'll probably need to feed the chickens then as well, if we skip into the next day. So I'm just going to try and sell this all today. before I skip to the next day. And I'll probably just jump cut to when I'm selling it. Probably just a quick snip of me tipping it and then how much we get for each load and stuff. And then when I'm done, then we'll see how much we have altogether. One thing I did notice, thank God they fixed the bug with the silo. If you remember from the very first time we done silage, the right hand wall, you couldn't get the silage off it, it was stuck. It was a bug with a couple of others. I seen it on Twitter and I seen Daggerwin had the same problem. So yeah, obviously it wasn't just mine, it was bugging the game, but thank God they fixed that with the patch that came out. I seem to be clearing it out so far, so I don't jinx anything, but hopefully it stays going that way. And I'm just gonna continue on loading this, and I will, like I said, jump cut to each time I sell a full trailer load, and we'll see how many trailer loads there is. Here with another load, and this is load number 3. There's still one full load, and then the last load might have maybe 2,000 or 3,000. It might only be a bucket full, unfortunately, but I'm gonna have to just bring it and sell it because 12,800. That's not too bad. Yeah, we're still getting the 570, which is brilliant. So yeah, when I go back to the farm, I want to change to the next month because I've been recording for 40 minutes now and that rain has not stopped. 40 minutes in real life. And that constant rain and wind noise is making my ears bleed for 40 minutes. So I'm just going to skip to the next day. There's still a full load and probably maybe a bucket, maybe 2 bucketfuls in the next load. I'm going to have to just bring it for the sake of 2 bucketfuls because I don't know when I'm going to be doing silage next, so I can't really leave it anywhere. There's no point leaving it around the yard anywhere. I might as well just get rid of it. So yeah, when I go back to the yard, I'm going to run to the farmhouse and just skip on to the next day, sleep the night and wake up in the morning. Finally back. Run into the house. I really hope it stops raining. My ears are killing me. The noise of this. 9 o'clock is fine. It's giving snow, so I'm hoping it just stops raining. Please. I see snow. Please. It's snowing and raining all at once. Not sure that's supposed to be happening. Oh my god, my ears. I need to stop. It's giving minus pretty much for the most of the day. And it's giving snow. Well, I don't know why it's still raining. I'm just gonna skip through a bit of time and see if anything changes. I'm back. I think it was some sort of a bug. I quit out and came back into the game and rain is gone, but it's still snowing, which I don't mind because there's no noise. It's just that rain, the lashing rain hard sound, it was just doing my ears in, so it must have been, I don't know what happened, but some sort of a bug or something. Quitting out of the map and reloading back in seems to fix it, so no idea what that's about. But anyway, want to get this last load and the bit sold. I'll probably just jump cut to the selling again, and because I skipped a month, I'm probably going to have to feed the chickens, and I really need to fertilise those fields. Fertilising doesn't bother me because our sprayer is so big. We'll have it done in 2-3 minutes. And I'll check the chickens for their feed, and those greenhouses might need more. That'll probably have to do for this episode. I also have a little idea what to do with our money, so I will share that idea when I have this silage gone. Come back to the yard for the last couple of bucketfuls, because it's not even going to be maybe 2 or 3 bucketfuls. But it needs to be done. We just leave that like that. We should get away with it. Imagine. Yeah, so again, we're 50% full. I really don't think. Yeah, there's literally 1 bucket full, and whatever that is on the ground. Yep, that's what we're driving for. Probably, that was what, 2,600, so probably 1,000, maybe 1,200 euro. That's all we're going to be getting from this, but I just don't see this point in leaving it. Yeah, we've 0 fill level. That's what we wanted. Might as well just bring it over and get rid of it, because there's no point leaving it sit around the yard. I don't see the point, but before I get out of this telehandler, I do need to go and... Whoa! Oh, I hit the wall. We do need to go and just... I did spill some wheat beside chicken feed, so I do just want to pick that up really quick. And I'll put the pallet forks on it when we come back. We have a full pallet of wool. They still have a bale there, and they probably could do it with water. They look about half full. And we have 1 full tray of eggs and a half of one. We're not doing too bad, although I'd imagine these guys are quite hungry. There is nearly 300 of them in there, or 200 and something. I think I should be able to just tip this here. I hope. Yeah. So let's just check real quick. Out of 6,000 litres, that's not too bad. We've 302 chickens. Yeah. Should actually have quite a decent bit of food, so that's actually grand. I think 9,000 was the limit, although there is a lot more chickens in there now, so they could be running low. But anyway, they're okay for now. We'll just check how much water these have. They might need a top up. They have 150 litres. Yeah, they need a top up. So I'll go and sell this first. I believe we're done with the bucket. Oh, there's a little bit of silage that fell out of the old bucket. I'll just lob that in as well. It's not much. It's literally 127 litres. But it cleaned up the small. I will bring the tractor over because the tractor is slightly faster. in that thing. That grass is also ready to or be rolled, one or the other. It's 50% fertilized and 58% yield bonus. We could roll that in the next episode, because I'm pretty sure you can harvest grass any stage. Alright, we can't actually. We can't until March. We could roll it though, and it'll grow back by March, and then we'll have 100% yield and then the 58% yield bonus, which wouldn't be a bad idea. So that's what we'll do in the next episode, is roll that, and maybe, I don't know. It could be March by the time. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Right, well that's all the silence gone, thank God. And that's this bucket finished with. For another ways. We'll just lob it in under here. And I will leave this just parked under here for the minute. I might put the pallet fork on it because I might get out and feed the chickens. I might have a pallet full to go as well, so just leave it in here for the time being. Oh, wrong one. And I will go and sell this 2,873 litres of silage. I'm just pulling on the side of the road. This was my idea. I'm thinking of buying field number 34. Because we do need more fields, because we have these 3 fields that you start with, but like, it's all well and good buying more implements and tractors and stuff, but I really think we need to expand the farm and have more fields. Also, our 2 fields, field 40 and 41, have wheat and barley in them. Field 38 is our grass field, which we're going to probably turn into a yard. I might actually, I didn't know what way I was going to do the yard, but looking at it now, the strip that's here with the sheep and the chickens, I might bring that straight across and concrete all this and put another big shed here and here maybe. And that would be that like yard, and then this kind of a strip here would be grass, which would probably be enough to get 2 or 3 bales out of. Maybe more if you fully fertilized that every year. It would do the sheep, because we don't need much grass. And then if we bought field 34, I really want to do sorghum, and you can't sow sorghum until, where are we gone? April or May. But our 2 fields have wheat and barley, which means we can't actually harvest until June and July. So we can't sow sorghum. So I think if we bought this field, I believe it was between this field and, between field 34 and 17. But 17 is a very long way away. You have to go up in through the city and across, like, it's just a very big distance. Whereas 34 is literally just across the river. It's 99,000, so we have enough to buy it. I know it's going to leave us short for that sour that I wanted, but I'm hoping the eggs, the lettuce, and the tomatoes, and maybe even the wool, if I put all them on the flatbed trailer, maybe in March, before we actually get to sow this, because I believe, when is sorghum? Sorghum is not ready till April. It's now December, so wait, that's 1, 2, 3. 3 full months more of eggs, wool, tomatoes, and lettuce. So I'm hoping that will bring us up to be able to buy the sword before April, because we won't need it till then anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy that, because I think we definitely need to expand the farm. It's less than 100,000. Every other field is way more expensive. Like, I don't get why field 7, the size that it is 300,000, because you get all this, but I wouldn't want all that. I just want a field. But like, field 1 is this big plot. It's 267,000. Field 2 wouldn't be a bad show either. It's only 87. It's a bit cheaper than the one we just bought, but it's literally the far end of the map. So I don't see the sense in buying something that far away. All the other fields are a bit too big. So yeah, I think field 34 was the best. Definitely the best one to go for. There was a mod in 19, I think it was, or maybe 17, that when you turn on the mower, you could turn on like a realistic mowing and get rid of these shrubs. So I could probably get rid of these shrubs, mow this bit of grass, and maybe like a trackway in. Maybe there is the trackway off down there, but since we'll be coming from this corner, this road, because our farmyard is just there on the other side of that river, I'd like to clear off some of these shrubs, so that would be the plan. But that's that field bought. There'll be nothing done with that field now until April, till we sow the sorghum. So we 54,000. We need 109 was the sower, I believe. So yeah, I might do another episode, and it'll be in January, fertilizing the wheat and barley, and maybe give them another fertilize in March, because they have to be harvested in July and August, or June and July, or something like that. So give them a fertilized state now, maybe in January in the next episode, and then I'll probably just skip in the next episode. I'll probably do January, and then I'll probably just skip to like June and harvest one of the fields in the next episode, because that would make a bit of sense. I just want to park this up. Not there. Oh, it's a bit tight beside the flatbed. I'll put it in beside the tanker. I will just give the sheep water and maybe move the wool and the eggs and stuff. Well, the eggs might stay there, but... Oh! Oh, it's so awkward to back. We got it. Eventually. Yep. So we can disconnect that. I will just connect up. That field was cultivated actually, right? Just to double check. Because let's harvest. Oh, cultivated, sorry. Blue. Yeah, it's cultivated, right. That means it's literally ready to be sowed. We don't have to go down and cultivate it or do anything like that. Although I think our new sower that we were looking at is the cultivator. So, yeah. Yeah, that leaves a lot of time for these to... 16,000 litres of water. Well, yeah, they have loads of water for the next episode. I just want to give the sheep some. Yeah, so the next episode, roll that grass. Definitely roll that grass. I think we'll get one big cut off it before we turn it into a yard. I'll remove this fence, and where the fence runs by the chicken, I'll continue that straight on to the other side, and probably concrete all this. So we'll get one last cut off this grass before we do that, and get as much bales as we can for those sheep. Because this bale has 153 litres left. So yeah, not much, considering it's a 4,000 litre bale, so yeah. I'm going to leave this episode here then, and hopefully get what we would want done in the next episode. I did want to fertilise them fields today, but the rain kind of got the better of me. And yeah, I'll chat to you guys in the next episode. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Farm Simulator. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.